Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. I normally deliver these in a beautiful crystal shop near where I live called Juno's in Waterloo. But today the shop is taking a well-deserved rest. And so I am going to do it all over Zoom. And hopefully post it on my Substack publication. So we are looking at the theme of delight. It's a word that's been kind of bouncing around in my head of late. Amazonite. Oh, not Amazonite. We're going to come to that in a minute, but delight. Amazonite is the crystal of delight. So it's this beautiful turquoisey color. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to start with a question. When was the last time that you felt pure, unfiltered delight? I read a wonderful quote this morning on my box of yogi tea. I don't know who else gets very excited about yogi tea and the little quotes that come with each tea bag. But on the box, it says, "Those who live mindfully discover something great in small things." Those who live mindfully discover something great in small things. And I think for me, that is the art of finding delight, is that it doesn't require grand experiences. It's the childlike wonder of every single moment. You know, it's the curling of the smoke from the incense stick. It's the way the light catches the wall, or the way the breeze catches the linen in the window, or the sound of the gurgling of laughter. It's the unexpected the unexpected gurgling of laughter in our own selves. So, you know, when we find something that just suddenly unexpectedly tickles us. It's all of these little things, and I think the wonder about delight is that it's a frequency. It's not a future experience or timeline. It's right here, right now, just calling us to listen and to take note and to, uh, become aware of it. And for me, I think delight is the doorway to the divine. When I was preparing this meditation, it just brought to mind an experience recently when I was in London. I always feel freer when I'm in London. It's a funny thing. And I was going down an escalator with my friend, and the escalator that we were on was quite empty, and the one coming up was full. It was chocker. And so I just started waving at people. And it's London. So for the most part, people either looked and just quickly looked away, or no, didn't notice at all, or didn't engage. But there was this one chap, and he really caught my attention. He kind of lit up like a beacon in that he smiled, and I could see the energy his desire, his deep desire to go from the head to the hand. He had his hand on the escalator rail, and you could see he was wanting to leave. And what happened was it kind of got there, but not enough. And you just saw two fingers lift off the rail. And also the smile vanished as quickly as it came. It was just like this. And it's things like that that fascinates me. And I've been in situations like that, many, many times, when you're wanting to be freer, but there's something that stops you, there's something that halts you. And it's this stuff that kind of fascinates me about human nature and where we're not free. And it's funny because in the last couple of years, there's been two occasions when I've been kind of opening up to someone about, my circumstances or where I'm at in life. And two different people on two different occasions have said, "So you're not free, are you? You're still not free." And I immediately felt heavy in my body. I felt a contraction in my body. And I wanted to say, or I wish I'd have had the present, because I think when something feels heavy, it's a sign to me that that's not my truth. When I feel light, I know that's my truth. And so I felt very heavy. And I wish I'd have had the presence of mind to say, well, freedom is a multi-layered, multifaceted thing, and it's an inner job. So it doesn't really matter what's going on in my outward world or in the circumstances around me, that my situation, I'm as free as I choose to feel. I'm as free as I choose to feel in any given moment. That's my truth. And so it just kind of fascinates me that there was something in that chap that wasn't free. And isn't it interesting that the Amazonite crystal isn't just a crystal of delight, it's also a crystal of courage. It's an energy of courage. And isn't that interesting? Because often it takes courage to be our freest, truest, most authentic, playful, delightful selves. I think that's just yeah. And how often though do we fear being disapproved of or coming across as a little bit silly, you know? Um, so yes, are we choosing to feel free? Are we choosing to feel? It's interestingly as well. It's a crystal of truth, which is just so interesting to me. So, the crystal of truthfulness, playfulness, delight, inspiration, all of these beautiful things, of courage. And delight isn't something that we have to chase, it's something that I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, no one's in the waiting room. So, it's not something that we have to chase, but delight, fun, play, curiosity, it's there in any given moment. It's there for the taking. It also is associated with the spirit of water, which brings to mind the words of the famous Bruce Lee, "Be water, my friend," meaning to go with the flow, to not be resisting, fighting, struggling with life, that we can allow ourselves to dance with life and to experience more ease and a kind of more natural effortlessness. So we're going to take the scenic route today with Amazonite. Normally my meditations are all about, inner inquiry and finding the, bringing the unconscious conscious, making the unconscious conscious. But today I just want some play. I just want some delight and fun. So we're going to do just that. So when you feel ready, you can shut down your eyes. You can just take a moment to soften the body, perhaps straighten your spine. A nice big inhale, belly breath, expanding the belly, filling the lungs. Long, slow exhale here. Do that again. Long, slow exhale. Always, when the exhale is longer than the inhale, it's a signal to the body that we're safe, and it's a whisper to that it's okay. It's okay to come out and play. So I invite you to just recall a time when you felt pure, unfiltered joy in recent times. Was it something very simple? Maybe it was hearing the geese before you see them, or the sunshine coming out from behind a cloud. First sip of morning coffee. See it, feel it, hear it, feel it in your body. That delight, that it's a birthright, not a luxury. And it's delight, it's there in every moment. Mm. Just when we tune in, it's always there, the magic. Oh, the magic. And just feel the air on your skin right now. You hear your breath like an old friend, breathing you, always there. Now I invite you to imagine you are entering an oasis. Maybe it's in a magical woodland or forest or a meadowland, wherever feels good to you. You're just very aware that it's a place of magic, that magic awaits. Perhaps you see the sky as a brilliant turquoisey blue and there's white billowy clouds. Maybe it's like you slipped through a portal, like Mary Poppins slipped into the pavement stones of those magical chalk pictures. And as you step forward, you notice something very, very fun. And you realize that the ground beneath you is bouncy. You realize that you can bounce on it like a cloud. So go ahead, take a little bounce, a little jump. Maybe you hop, skip, and then you look down and you realize that the ground beneath you is actually the crystal of the stone of delight. It's Amazonite beneath your feet. It's smooth and it's luminous and it's alive with playful, courageous, curious energy, delightful energy. So, as you walk across it, or bounce across it, or dance, whatever feels good, you said that dancing is only for musicals in the middle of the forest. I think we should all dance through the forest. And so you just feel its magic, its lightness, its ease. It's brilliant. And then you feel its whisper that all around you, that you are allowed to play, you're allowed to be free, you're allowed to experience magic in any given moment. That life doesn't have to be so heavy. Life can be full of ease and grace and magic. And as you're dancing along, you come to a very beautiful, tranquil river. And the sun is catching the water, creating a billions of diamonds. And you sense that it's a river of pure, delightful, playful fun and joy. And you notice that there's a raft at the banks of the river, and it's just calling you to go and lay down upon it. It's warm, you can hear bird song, and so lying down, perhaps your fingers are making traces in the water, and the raft starts to drift. It drifts down the river, and as the Amazonite crystal is associated with water, with flow, with ease, you sense that this journey on this raft is giving you permission to let go of the heaviness, to drift into more ease. That force isn't required to change. It's simple stepping into the belief of everything that you already are. And it's reminding you that when we stop resisting life, it flows rather more effortlessly. You can hear the water, sense the magic all around you. And then a gentle little thud reminds you that the raft has hit solid ground once more. It's bumped up against the banks. And you climb off the raft and onto the solid ground, and something feels different. You feel lighter, feel more connected, and you're aware of the earth's desire to play with you and also to support you. You might take a inhale in here and really breathe in this turquoise color from the Amazonite underneath your feet. This invitation to let go, that you don't have to hold it all. That you're allowed to play. You're allowed to call in all the magic moment by moment. And you breathe in this feeling, and it comes up through your feet, all the way up to your heart, expanding at your heart, glowing out, comes down through your arms and hands. It's out of your crown, and just creates this wonderful bubble around you of ease and delight, this intention for more ease and delight as you dance through life. One last deep breath here. Long, slow exhale. And a reminder as you open your eyes, have a big stretch perhaps, that delight is not a luxury, it's our birthright, and it's there for us in every single moment. And that being silly and giggly and finding the childlike wonder moment by moment is what we're here for. So with that, I'm going to don my I'm going to don my floral headband. I'm going to waft my magic wand and bid you a delightful, magical day.